All right, we are back. I wasn't gonna stream today, but I felt kind of bad of running Sakura Bakushino uh, like not on stream. So why would I feel bad? I don't know. I just felt like if I was gonna run her properly, I should probably do it on stream. And but I didn't want to just only stream Sakura Bakushino a bunch of times in a row. So I figured on a bonus stream when I didn't really plan on streaming would be a good place to do it. So yeah, that's kind of why I'm here. I actually didn't farm much today. I only tried doing it once, and it failed. Um, so we have two career runs to work with here in case one of them doesn't go well or whatever. So we're running Sakura Bakushino again today, and I believe we were using Rice Shower, and we were using our vodka. All right, and then I believe we want to do short, right? Short SC. I think this is the one. Yep, that looks about right. Oh, you know what? I have to unlock this one because I did manage to get the last card in the event today. I was gonna uncap it on stream, which is why I didn't do it yet. So let's go ahead and uncap that. It's max level 50 now. This should help us quite a bit. And then let's level her up all the way to 50. Boom. So now she's a 25 friendship and 10% training effectiveness. So, I mean, not the best, but it's the best out of what we have. So let's go back here, back to the career. Back to Sakura Bakushino. And if we end up getting a good horse on the first run here, since we have two left, I guess I could either farm or maybe I could try running something else, maybe. But we'll figure that out as we go. Alright, I think we're good there. And then we want to run Super Creek here. And yeah, I think we're ready to go. Alright, so bonus Shino, bonus Sakura Bakushin. And hopefully we get a good horse out of this. Oh, what's going on? I pushed the button. There we go. Okay. Foursome is good. I like foursomes. Another foursome. I think we realized yesterday that we need to run a little bit more stamina in the beginning, I believe, was kind of the wisdom that we gained, right? Something like that. So we'll train, or try to train stamina more than usual, I would say, early on here in the early game. Obviously we're going to take the trainings with you know, for the friendships mostly. But if we see any, you know, if there's like all things being equal, there's a training and stamina, we'll probably take that instead. Looks like we're getting pretty good trainings though here. 3 or more supports, and wow, that's a huge one. 4, but it's a 56% chance of failure. It's kind of like a 50-50 shot, right? If we fail, it'll be a -5 minimum. Is it worth the risk? I don't know. We do have two runs. Yeah. Oh, dang it. Dang. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. Well, that's what happens when you gamble. Here's another 4. 4 is good. The stats are terrible because of her mood. But it is 4. Okay, I think that's the extent of our luck there. I don't think we should be gambling so much anymore. Unless it gives me another 4. No, no 4. Okay, so was that dumb? Probably. Probably shouldn't have taken that training. I didn't think it would have such a bad effect. A lot of times you just go down 5 points in that stat category, and then I think I have to take this. And then you only go down 1 mood level. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, this run might be a complete failure, just because I'm maybe taking a little bit too much risk here on some of the trainings. What all do we have? Practice 4, okay, that's not that big of a deal. And our mood is awful again. So, not good. We might actually fail here. We might crash out here, actually. I think I'm gonna try to watch this race, because when I view results, I've noticed that like some weird stuff will happen that shouldn't. Because right now we're #1 favored, so we shouldn't lose. So I'm just gonna skip through this. We're not gonna watch once we get our stats up to a certain level. We're not gonna watch them anymore. But I just want to make sure the computer doesn't do any funny business in these first few races here in our career, because I noticed that when you just view results, sometimes it does some funny business, and then, you know, like you'll lose races that you shouldn't lose. So this way, if we watch the race, there's no way for the computer to do anything funny, because we'll see it, we'll pick up on it like right away, you know what I mean? Alright, well, that's that. Oh geez, these trainings are all really good. Hope, you know, I wish we were getting the stats from them. But we're getting really good trainings here. Multiple UMAs in each category. I think this is the first one in a while that we haven't gotten multiple UMAs in. I want her mood to be at least normal here. Crab? I don't know. Okay. We're not really getting any stamina trainings, is kind of what we need here. But I will take the speed. Let's just pig out here. Yeah, why not? Okay. Power does train stamina a little bit, but we're not really getting any. I think that was like 9 and 6. That was really bad. We might need to raise the mood again here. We'll do that. We're not getting a whole lot of trainings in. I think we've lost about 3 or 4 turns already. Just from fixing stuff that has gone wrong on her. From making stupid taking stupid gambles. So I don't think we care so much about gold chips hints. We do need stamina though, so I guess I will prioritize that. Okay, no good trainings here, so let's get rid of the practice 4, even though it's only a 2% increased failure rate, but it does give back some energy as well. Okay, so I think we're gonna go ahead and watch this race in fast motion as well, just so there's no funny business. It's usually just kind of the first 2 races I noticed early on in the career, and then once you get kind of like make it over that hump, the computer stops doing funny business. Not looking great here. We're in 4th. We may not win this at all. Oh, close. 2nd? I don't think 2nd's too bad. So yeah, you see? I think had we not watched the race, it would have given us like 7th or something stupid. Alright. So I don't know. This one? $12 and $5, $11 and $6 is $17. So stamina with the reporter there as well. We might start having to look at some races. We need 60,000 fans. These all kind of look like G2s and G3s. So I think maybe the G1s start hitting later on. Not sure actually. Well, maybe not in classic year. Maybe we should take the races for fans in junior year. I mean, I guess we could take this one right now. But But yeah, I think maybe waiting. We could take this one also. 7,000 fans. I think we should wait. Maybe we should get our stats up first and then guarantee some wins. Right now, it's still kind of shaky, I would say, in her career, since we sort of screwed up a lot in the beginning. I think it was worth it, you know. A 4 UMA training doesn't come around very often. So, you know. Stats wise, probably not worth it. But for training purposes, I think it was worth it. We did have a lot of some damage control to do though, so yeah, that was the trade-off. Had we not taken those risks, then we would have taken more trainings. So I guess at the end of the day, yeah, it probably wasn't worth it. But you never know. Maybe it would have worked out and it would have been fine. It was close to a 50-50 shot. It was more like a casino bet. At the casino, you know, even your best bet is, I guess it's blackjack has the best odds, I believe. But then roulette is the second best odds. Let's see, 21, 23, 16. I think we have to go with 23. But roulette, the odds are like 48% or something because of the green numbers. Kind of want to take this one too. 28%, not that bad. Yeah. I guess we're this run is really gonna push it. We're pushing it really hard. We can play safe on the second run if we run a second run. So I think 48% was pretty comparable. You know what I mean? It was, we had a 56% chance of failure. So we had a 44% chance of winning. It's like roulette odds, kind of. A little worse than roulette odds. I think it was fine. Here I guess we can just view results. We can just sim to the end, possibly. I got second again. Damn it. Okay, so we're not quite there yet to just sim through, but at least the requirements aren't super strict right now. But that's going to create more work for us on the back end when we try to get fans to level up our ult. So getting first early on is better, right? So you don't have to gain as many fans later on. But I guess we'll deal with it. We're doing a lot of damage control here in this career. It seems like juggling a lot of stuff at the same time. BFF party? I don't know. Okay, power. Hmm. 27. What is this? 21. I think we gotta take 27. I think we should take this one. Good thing we didn't fail. I don't know if we can afford any more failures. Oh man. Okay, now we're starting to get first. I think we're safe now. Might get first the rest of the way now from here on out. Although we are starting to run G1s, and G1 is kind of a big jump. What else can we do here? 13,000 fans. That is quite a bit. How many do we have right now? 16,000, and we need 60,000, right? Or 70,000, I guess. 60 to 70,000. That's a lot. I guess we'll get 13,000 from here. This is classic year, so we'll have roughly 40,000 by the end of her classic year, it seems like. Maybe we could take this one, 11,000. I'm not sure that we're ready for a G1 right now, but possibly by this point in her career she'll be ready. So that should get us to like 50,000, something like that, and then we might just need one more race after that then. Okay, so I think we need to rest here. $25 and 9. That's 34, right? This is 41 points. This is 34 and this is 41. I think we need to take the 41. We do need stamina, but I don't know, 41's a lot. Okay. We could take 38 or 35 or 39. There's 39 points here. We do need the stamina though. This is only a 1 point difference. And we actually make it up with skill points because we get an extra skill point here. So it's about the same amount of points. We'll take that. The friendship would have been nice to take there, in the speed. This Uma, her friendship level wasn't complete. But, you know. I think I should probably take wit here. Just because I don't want to rest. Because it doesn't benefit us, because our moods are already good. So taking stats is better in this case. I think I might have to take wit again. Even though that's a great one. 57 points. It's a 50-50 shot. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm gonna play it safe here and take the wit. We probably, you know, our speed is okay. 500 is a decent level. At least that's how I'm rationalizing this. It does hurt me though. It hurts me that we couldn't take that. One more summer, huh? This is 46 points. I mean, 35% failure rate is somewhat acceptable. That is acceptable, I think. I think this is worth the risk. Okay, we passed it. Success. Oh man. Well, unlike real gambling, we're not losing anything, right? It's just a game. We're not losing money. So... Oh, what was that? It was a crappy rest. Okay. Good thing this is a sprint. I think the race that we have scheduled is a mile. so we might need more stamina for that. So we're at 40k right now. We need 20k more by the end of this year, pretty much. I think. Is it her senior year? Maybe it's her senior year. Because this is classic year. And it seems kind of early to have so many fans right now. Maybe it's not that important right now. We are getting a lot of rainbows here. Sheesh. Too bad I don't have the energy to take them. Having to pass up on really good trainings here for less than ideal ones. It's only a single rainbow. It is 28 stat points. And we do need stamina. 23, this is 31 total. This is 31, so it's kind of a wash here. We do need wit, so I think I'm gonna take the wit. I'm looking for multiple rainbows, if we can get it. Let me just check what trainings we have. Because I have a feeling that we don't need to be looking at races so early in our career right now. I think we have one more year. Or is it? I think, yeah. Not exactly sure. Well, I guess we'll find out. So I'm gonna skip that race for now. And then I think we have one more year. $32 points. $32 points again. I think the failure rate is a little high. Take the rest. Take the energy. That's 38 points. Need to finish off her friendship level as well. I think we'll take the 38 points though for now. Yeah, it's senior year. Did we miss the cutoff? So maybe we did have to run during our classic year. Oh crap. We might have missed the cutoff there. That's really tight to get all those fans in that first year, really? That seems really tight. Let's see, I guess we can try to get to 70k or 60k or whatever. When's our next race? In 3 turns? How many times is that? 13,000? So we'll get to what? Like 50k? 55k ish? That seems a lot harder than it should be. We could run this one, Victoria whatever. And then there's this one also, Yasuda Keenan. So maybe we'll schedule this one. I think we're okay. I think it's next year is when the thing starts going off for the ults and stuff. I think. I guess we'll find out here. Alright, this is a good opportunity to finish off her friendship level, even though these probably give more stats. But you know, triple rainbow is a good thing. And we get more stamina with the power training. Is it triple rainbow? Double rainbow. Okay. 29 and 10. 39. Then we get, what, 52 here? Yeah, we've got to take 52. That's a pretty big one, I guess, for stamina. Alright. I don't think we'll have any trouble with any of the races anymore. You just need to get her speed and power level up, and then her guts and wit up a little bit as well. But I think the other stuff, her stamina is in a good. Oh, second. What the? Oh no! I think it's doing funny business. I'm telling you. What was this? Nishino Flower? What was she? Her stats were worse than ours. I guess she has higher guts and wit than we do, but I mean, I guess she has skills. I don't know. I don't know, man. Whatever. I've noticed that some career runs, they just don't win that much for whatever reason, even though their stats are better than possibly other careers that you run. Having run some farms, right? Like on Musume McQueen, when I run the farms, like I'll definitely have a run where her stats are way better than a different run. And she'll lose a lot. Like she won't come in first at all. And then the other run where the stats were lower, she ends up coming in first all the time. And I'm like, what? Like I don't understand, you know, how that works. Even though her stats are worse, how she's doing that. But you know, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna question it. It's just, I guess, the luck of the draw or whatever, something. Something, I don't know. Not really liking any of these trainings, so I think maybe I'm gonna take a recreation here for the energy, hopefully. Yes. And the mood. What is this? Observing. Okay. I'm trying to work on speed. We'll take more speed. So let me just check what kind of trainings we have available. Just make sure we're not, you know, skipping like a triple rainbow or something. Then yeah, I guess we'll try to run this race. I have a feeling we're not going to win though. So it might not be worth even taking. Oh, we did win. So I don't know, the race before this one might have just been a fluke. So we got to 70k. So we have the fans we need. So I guess we'll see if she levels up her ult. We might have missed the window though. So if in December she gets a level 2, then we'll know we missed the window. And if December nothing happens, then we know that it's the year after. I thought it went from classic year to junior year to then to senior year or something. It seems like we just skipped junior year like completely is what it feels like. Or did we do junior year? I don't even know. Oh, I guess we did go through one summer, right? But it's a classic year. Hmm. (26 and 14). We do have summer coming up, so I wonder, that's not enough energy to take a rest. We don't need recreation at this point. I guess we'll just take this and then deal with the low energy in the summer. Half energy going into summer is not the best idea here, but this is a sprint, so we shouldn't have any issue with this one. Back-to-back races. Easy enough. We do need 120k for the last ult upgrade. We are pretty close to the end of her career, huh? So yeah, I think we missed the window for her ult to level. I didn't think it was so soon, but I guess maybe my sense of time is warped because I've been instead of watching the races, I've just been skipping through them. So it feels a lot like it's like a lot shorter than it actually was. I don't think we have enough energy to risk this training. It is a pretty good one, but I think I'm just gonna have to force the rest here. Suboptimal rest. 27 and 13. 29 and 13. And 27 and 11. Well, we gotta take the stats, right? Big numbers. And then we have a race. I think I remember yesterday when we ran her, getting to 120k wasn't that much of an issue, just based on a regular career. So I think it's just in the beginning, because we're almost at 100k. We're at 120 now. So this December, if her ult levels up, then that means, yeah, we missed the upgrade window. And I think this is the last race of her career, so I think, yeah, we definitely missed the upgrade window. Okay, now I know for sure now that, you know, when you have to train or when you have to race and stuff. I think we lost a lot of turns fixing my mistakes. So our stats are not where they should be also. $27, this is like 36 stats. 36 is the biggest number here, so we'll do that. Got a double rainbow. Another double rainbow. So that's 52. And that's also 52. But we get 2 extra skill points here. So let's go ahead and do this, plus the hint. That was a nice one. I like home stretch haste. Gave us the hint for that. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty rough getting the 60k that early on. Hmm. Failure? What the? That wasn't even that high of a percentage to fail. Yeah, see, it leveled up there. That was the last one. So yeah, we screwed up again. Double rainbow. I think I gotta take it. Wonder if I just should spam wit from here on out. So our speed didn't get anywhere close to where it was yesterday. We were almost 1200 yesterday in speed. Even though it seems like we got better trainings today. And our power isn't really all that much higher either, honestly, Honor. So that's probably due to all the screw-ups. Alright, that's it. No more. Oh, do we have one more? We have one more. Second. Fifth? What the hell? I guess we can actually watch what's happening. I think maybe if we change her back to a pace setter. Let's try this. Let's see what's going on here. See, this is the shenanigans I was telling you about. Maybe she's just naturally not that strong. She should be good enough to win. I don't know. Her power is a little low to be a pace setter. Where the hell even is she? Where's the little arrow? Where's our little triangle above our head? Okay, we won as a pace setter. Maybe that's why she's been losing. I don't know, man. Can never tell with this game. Alright, last training here. It's not really worth all the marbles to risk. I'm just gonna take the wit here, be safe. So yeah, that's it pretty much. Looks like we're gonna end up with about 1,000 speed probably after all the bonuses and stuff. Right, just under. We did hit 600 power, but this is definitely a suboptimal run. I guess we could just try viewing the results as a pace setter now? I don't know. Yeah, she won. So I guess she wanted to run as a pace this career playthrough for whatever reason, I don't know. Okay, well, good thing I saved up 2 farms today. Or not 2 farms, I mean I have 2 career playthroughs that we can do. think we're good. This is probably gonna be a B plus again. Our final stats were 990, 568 stamina, 662 power, and then 300s in guts and wit. So I think had we not failed so many trainings, we'd probably be in 1100 range in speed at least, and then possibly very similar numbers and everything else. Seems like I don't need to run stamina as much. So maybe running Super Creek's not the best idea. Actually, we got a B, not even a B plus. 1-star speed. So not a very good career at all. So do we even need to run Super Creek then in the deck? Is it better to run Kitasan Black instead? And then maybe replacing one of the speed cards with something else? Possibly? I mean, 500 stamina is a decent place, especially in the mile. Sprinting, it doesn't really matter so much, but we are picking up Swinging Maestro. We only get that from Super Creek though. So if we don't get that, and if we just got like a regular, instead of a gold stamina skill, if we just get a regular one, I think those are worth like 100 stamina points or something like that. So I think technically, technically we can get away without one, possibly. Or we could also run our own Mayano Top Gun card and then run Kitasan Black instead. Let's just try rerunning this one more time. Oh, there's a Grass Wonder available. Was this new? It's pretty good at 0 limit break, 25% friendship bonus off the gate, right out the gate. So at level 50, this must be really high. Friendship bonus must be like 40% or something. Mood effects 30%. That's pretty high. And this other stuff kind of doesn't really matter that much. Her specialty priority is pretty high too. This would make a great farming card. You get guts bonus and then you get initial guts at level 45. So this Grass Wonder card's pretty good. More of a farming deck card though. I guess I could run Smart Falcon also. Smart Falcon at Civil is not the greatest. Maybe she has good skills, but she's got a ton of green skills. So yeah, that's more for the skills. I guess I could run this, but that's kind of dumb. Why would I run this when I could run Super Creek? So let's just run it again with Super Creek. I think we're the extra data point might be helpful. So then maybe for sprinters, Kitasan Black might be good. If this doesn't really work out this time, I'll try not to make mistakes. I'll be more safe. Play safer. And if this doesn't really work out, then running maybe a Kitasan Black, maybe our own Mayano Top Gun, so we at least have one stamina card in there. Just replacing this with Kitasan Black and then one of these for Mayano Top Gun of our own. Alright, safe. Safe. I gotta play safe. Oh, right off the bat. Foursome. I like that. A lot of single training, so I'm gonna take the recreation here. This will definitely help. In the last run, getting multiple support cards in a category was great and everything, but the stats that you get are a lot lower, right? When your mood is, you know, normal, you don't get those bonuses. So actually getting a chance to raise her mood a little bit towards the beginning of her career is actually kind of a good thing. Another kind of crappy training. So we might look to do recreation again. And then we're gonna make up that turn with better stats, hopefully. That's a good one. Looks like this one should be the one we take. Or we could also just rest here to play it safe, because we are below half. It's 33 stat points, and this is 28, so 33 is bigger than 28. Got the swinging maestro. Maybe we should just buy that early on, so that we don't need to train stamina as much. We can look at if we can afford it. We can't even afford it right now though. So I think her maiden race shouldn't be too hard. We'll go ahead and front runner, especially since there's 4 of them. We'll be the 5th one. She would have been kind of on an island and she had to fight through 4 other runners. Might not be the greatest. And we'll go ahead and make sure the game doesn't cheat us out of a win here by watching it. At 4x speed, obviously. We're not going to sit here and watch it in slow-mo. Yeah, it's weird, like she'll be favored, she'll have double circles, you know, her in the predictions is all double circles, and she's predicted to be first place, she's the favorite, #1 favorite and all that, and she'll come in like this, and I'm like, what the hell? So that's why I started watching these first initial races, so it doesn't do that. Okay, so we're in the junior year, right? We only have 6 months really till the her thing starts popping off. Her ult upgrade stuff starts popping off. So we need to get to because senior year is when her ult starts upgrading. So we need some fans here pronto. It seems like we have to run every single race then. This is the first one. That's even a decent amount of fans. 7,000. So by that time we'll have like 10k if we get this. How is that even possible to get 60k? This sounds really crazy to be able to do this. Classic year? Wait a minute. We needed to do it in classic year, right? Why is it called classic year? It should be senior year. What? And then there's a senior year after this too, right? Isn't there? So classic year is when we need to get all the things done, right? Yeah, because this seems like way too soon to try to be doing all that, because we ran one race barely. If we're trying to get to 60k right here, right now, this seems crazy. So at least then we should maybe take the bigger fan count races, right? Like this one, this 7k one. So at least let's try to schedule that one. That's after this 8 turns, these 8 turns that we're doing now. Why does it go from junior year to classic year to senior year? That makes no sense. I don't understand what that means. We are getting foursomes though. I do like that. Failure? Oh man. Okay, we didn't get too bad of a penalty there. I think that was still within the realms of being safe. 28% is still below my my risk tolerance. My risk tolerance is 33%. Anything 33 and below, I'll take it. Because I have a 2-to-1 shot of succeeding. So those are decent odds. So I don't think nothing's we're not fucked yet. Oh, look at that one. What is that, 4 of them? Plus the director? Yakisoba? I don't remember which one. I think one of them gives energy. No, that was just the mood. 3? Oh, we're getting good trainings again. Got a rainbow already, 31. Looks like that's the one to take. Getting a lot of power training this run, seems like. Which is good, I like power because it also gives stamina. So maybe we should run 3 speed, 3 stamina? That could also be a good a support card split. 3 speed and 3 stamina. I would take this, but we're a little bit too high in the failure percentage here. That was a good one also. Right, I think we're out of the woods here as far as the computer cheating. Hopefully. So we'll go ahead and just Yeah, good. And then we have the scheduled race that we scheduled for fans coming up. None of these trainings are very good. I guess we'll take this one. I guess I could have ran a race too, even though it wasn't that many fans. Let's make sure we're not losing out on too much. Hopefully, doesn't look like it. Okay, so let's go ahead and run 7K is better than 6.5, right? So let's try running this one. I'm a little iffy on this, so I think we need to watch this race. Oh, maybe I should have given her swinging maestro, huh? Or some skills at least. Oh well, it's too late now. Can't alarm clock this either because it's a voluntary race. It's not a required one, so it doesn't really matter if you lose. Well, it doesn't look like we're gonna lose, hopefully. Yeah, I think we won. Yeah, she won. Okay, cool. So we got 7,000 fans there. So we're probably around 20K. Okay, 20K. So we need 50K more. Oh. 50K fans. Where the hell are we gonna get 50K fans from? These are so small. 3K, 3K, not even worth running. I guess they add up, but like, you don't have any time to train then. You're just constantly running these stupid races. There's one right after Okasho. That's 10,000 fans, so I guess we'll schedule that one. And I'm hoping, oh, it's already late December though. I think classic year, I don't know, man. Maybe we missed the window again? That window seems impossible to hit though, then, on her. That can't be right. There's no way they made the game like that. Because you just have to be constantly racing then. You can't do anything, you can't train, you can't do anything. Because those races that are available to us, the fan count is so small. You need to run like 10 of them. That's crazy. So it's classic year, right? Early Jan. And then does it go to senior year? I don't remember exactly what happens. I think I was like complaining about this in the career we just ran too. But I didn't understand what the hell. Oh man. I guess we should just take this. It's the most amount of stat points. Although I'm not in love with that training. What is it, 25 points? This is 22. I guess, whatever. I think we're gonna play it safe here by taking the rest. Right? I think we're safe to just skip the race here. And then we have a race scheduled right after this one, I believe. We're at 30k. And the next one will get us to like 40k-ish. So we should be running an Oka show. Just want to check the... Okay, single rainbows. So we're not really missing out on a whole lot. But yeah. I guess we need to run this. I think we can skip through this one. 14. Oh my god, 14. What happened? We just ran a G1 race that was a mile long. See, this is what I'm talking about. The computer, see, it's just trying to... Like, how is that possible that we got 14th? That's not possible. We were the #1 favored horse. How? What the hell? That's just BS. That's just bullshit. That's straight bullshit. I should just watch all the races. It's fucking nonsense. I don't think I don't think we can get the fan count, the required fan count numbers now because of that loss. Here's another one here. I think we have to take this one. Cause this is crazy. 30,000 will be at, that would have given us 40. This would have given us 50, right? 50k. And then we're running in this one, which would give us 55 to 60, and then we have this one. So I guess it is possible. As long as we go from junior year to classic year to senior year, as long as we have a weird year in between junior and senior years. What did she get held back or something? Is that like summer school or some shit? Like, did she have to retake the... I don't understand how that actually... Maybe it's just a lost in translation kind of thing when they ported the game over from Japanese to global or something. I don't know, man. But this is just... This is... I'm watching this one. Screw that. I'm not coming in 14th again. If we lose another race here, we're not gonna... Oh, we can't... Yeah, we can't even watch it anyway. Or, I mean, we can't skip through it anyway. I really don't understand how you could be the #1 favorite horse and then come in 14th. That makes no sense to me. As a front runner, like, what the hell happened? We're #1 again, right? I'm angry. I'm mad. I'm so mad. How do you come in 14th? I don't understand. She just did she break a leg or something? Did she fall down or something? Did she trip? Fell down? See? Well, like, what the hell? I don't understand. Like, that was a mile too. It was the same shit. We ran a mile in the last race. The same mile. How did she come in first in this one? and 14th in the other one. That makes no sense at all. This is nonsense. The game is out to get me, cause me to have high blood pressure and die, go to the hospital or something. Son of a bitch. I just don't understand, because you don't have enough time to do any trainings with all these races. Okay, we're at almost 60k. We need one more race by January. Hopefully, I think, is when her senior year should start. I mean, I guess we're in June, so we do have kind of a lot of time, sort of. I want to take some of these trainings too. These would be good to take, but now our energy is super low. Because we've been taking stupid races that we've been losing. And we got sleep deprived. Okay, that's good too. This is very aggravating. Did they change that? It seems like they changed that. I don't remember Majiro McQueen needing that many fans. Maybe she does. And of course, the trainings are not very good once I take the rest and when I can take them. Golly. Single rainbows. I think I just need to take the wait here, our energy. We need to wait for a training that's like so good that we can't possibly not take it. Until then, I'm just taking wit. Because we need to save the energy for the big training, which doesn't look like it's coming here. I guess this is the one then. Oh, do we have one more after this? We do have one more training after this, right? So maybe I shouldn't waste it on that one. Okay. I think late August is the one. I think that's guts. Yeah, I did that because we needed guts. No, we did not get a big training. Son of a bitch. I think this run is not very good either. This is actually worse than the past run. And we have this one. That should get us to 70k, right? I think we missed the window though already, again. I'm really confused by this junior year, classic year, and senior year. I don't understand why it's out of order like that. It's throwing me off. Okay, now we're at 80k. So if I don't think we made the cutoff. I think classic year is the senior year. So you gotta get to 60k fans at the end of your your first year in the game. I don't know, man. That sounds kind of crazy. Because you don't even get big races in the first year after your maiden race. It's already I think after your maiden race starts, you're already like in March or something, or April or some shit like that. So then, and then the G1 races don't open up till, you know, later on. In the very first year, you only have like G3s to run. So, and those are like 4,000 fans here, you know, 5,000 fans there. Like, it's really not that many fans. The biggest race was that 7,000 one that we took. See, our friendship levels aren't even completed right now because we've been just running so many damn races. Trying to get that stupid fan count going. And I have a feeling we've already missed the window. I guess we'll find out here. It's almost January. So I think it's Valentine's Day is the exact date when she levels up 26, 37. I guess we're having better luck here in towards the end of the career, the back half. The front half wasn't that great. It was okay. We did get quite of a lot of stacking in the beginning. Here's another 4 stack like this. Kind of nice. I don't know, I kind of feel like, yeah. So here is when, see, now it's senior year. Okay, it did level up. Okay, good. Okay. So we ran quite a bit of races, right? Do we not have our history? Okay, I guess we can check it after the career. But basically what I wanted to see was that we have, right now we have 84,000 fans. And we needed 60,000 by just now. So I guess it goes from junior year to classic year to senior year, which makes no sense to me. It should be classic year, junior year, and senior year, right? I think that's how all the other horses are, their careers are structured. But for whatever, that's what was throwing me off. I was so confused. I was like, what? Classic year is usually the first year of their career, and then you go into their junior year, right? And then you go into their senior year, and then you have the URAs after the senior year. But because it was doing junior classic, I was like, what the hell? And so I thought I still, you know, I thought I still had time, but apparently they just like reversed them, or I don't know what they did with that. But you have time during your classic year on Sakura Bakushino to get all your stuff done. So since 84,000 fans, we don't need that many, right? We only needed 70k. So that means we could have run one less race than we did. So now it's just a stat push. And what I mean by that is we're just going only for stats. We're not worrying about races and crap anymore. Don't need to worry about that anymore. Because her career naturally will get you 120k. You just need to make sure that your friendship level with the director is at least green, which is 3 bars. But the rest of her career should naturally get us to the fan count that we need for that. I think our director friendship is green right now. I mean, you can obviously run more races if you want to, outside of, you know, the ones that are in the career. So the next time her ult should level up is, I think, end of April. Right now we're in early April. So it should be the next turn. Not this turn, but the next one. Oh, it was this turn actually. So it's early April. Ooh, that's a big one. That's 72 points. Hopefully we don't fail. Alright. Yeah, our director friendship is like in orange. So no need to worry about that. And then that last upgrade happens in December of your senior year. So I just gotta remember that the classic year and the junior year are like swapped for some reason. Super confusing. Holy, everyone's stacking up in stamina, huh? We don't really need stamina so much. I wish we were getting more power trainings. But I guess I'll take it, whatever. Don't think really need to take any more of those. Now we're sort of counting on speed rainbows and stuff like that. Rainbows in the right places. I guess we still have a way to go in her career. And we're already at 967 speed. So I think we're doing okay. I think our stamina is good enough now. We don't need to train it anymore. We just need to train power and guts and wit maybe a little bit more. Maybe once each. And then the rest on speed and power, and we should be good. Hopefully our cards cooperate with us and give us those things. No rainbows though. That's kind of a bummer. I think I'll just take the wit then. Double rainbow? No. Don't need stamina so much. So maybe running 3 speed cards, 3 speed, 3 power makes a lot of sense. Oh, I wish I could take this. This is 60 points of stats. Should I just take it anyway? Maybe I'll just take wit. I'll just play it safe. Play it safe. 60 points was a lot though. But I think the rubric I came up with was that you should anything above 45 you take as long as it's under 50% failure rate, right? 50-50 shot, 45 and above is good to go. Anything above 50% failure rate, it's a no-go, right? I think that's kind of how what my rules were that I set. 60 points is a lot though. But I'm trying, I'm trying to control my gambling instinct. I gambled a lot the last run. I learned my lesson, so no more gambling. We got a good horse, so I want to finish her career. Alright, we're almost at the end here. We got her ult all the way up. She's a slacker? What the hell happened there? No, don't give me slacker at the end of her career, you son of a bitch. That means she's not going to show up sometimes. Or she has a chance to not show up to training. Here we go, double rainbow. I like that. I think I'm gonna rest here for the final URA push. Oh, she gave me carrots? I'll take the carrots. And then we're gonna look to train speed and power as much as we can here. Only a single rainbow. Where's everybody? Everyone just took off work? What the hell? Wit? I mean, I guess we could take wit, but yeah. Maybe I should have taken the stats there, since we're at the end of the career anyway. Okay, we did max out our ult though, so that's good. Not getting the trainings we need here. Her guts is kind of low, so maybe we'll take guts here. We want to, be around 300 in guts. Don't think it makes sense to take now. I guess we could take this. We could also do recreation here, because we have 2 trainings left after this one. If we take this training, we can only take one of them, and then we might have to take a wit or something, which I don't mind. I could take the wit now. Maybe I'll do that and hope for a better training the next 2 turns. But what if they're no good? You know what I mean? This might be the only rainbow I get the rest of the way through. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we're gambling again. Gamble it up! Gamble it up! There we go, got a rainbow. I mean, it's not much better. It's not worse though. We could also take the power instead. Because it looks like we're gonna get to 1100 speed anyway. Do we want to get as close to 1200 as possible? We don't really need any more stamina, So maybe we should just take the speed here. Get as close to 1200 as possible. I don't think we're gonna get to 1200. Maybe if we take one more, if we get like a double rainbow training, then definitely we will. Okay, so we have this one. We've got this one. This is 39 stat points and this is only 29, right? So I think we need to just take the stat points, right? We'll get to 700 power with all the end of the career bonuses and stuff. Our wit's in a decent place. Our stamina is actually higher than I wanted it to be. So I think we did a good job here. Even with some of the difficulties that we had. We did waste one turn on a crappy race that we got 14th in for some reason, which didn't need to happen. And we did have slacker. We had some negative effects. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like the cleanest run here. But even without the clean run, I think we did, you know, our horse is decent. I think I would have liked to see a little bit more power on her, like around 800. Would have been better, but you know, it's the luck of the draw there, depending on what kind of trainings you get and whatever, you know what I mean? So we weren't able to hit those numbers. And we got a little bit more stamina than we wanted. You know, oh well, what can you do? We got a ton of skill points too. So our final numbers here were 1197, pretty much 1200 on the dot almost. Which is good because normally you go over, right? And so that's just wasted skill points or wasted points. So getting it as close to 1200 without going over is good. Our stamina actually got all the way up to 600, which is actually really high for a sprinter. Our power is 723. Like I said, I wish this was a little bit higher. Our guts is actually kind of, you know, in a good range where whatever, it's good enough. And our wit actually got pretty high, over 400. So this is actually really strong here. Like I said, I wish our power were a little bit higher, but this could be really close to an A. I think it might be an A here. Very, very possible. Do we want Breath of Fresh Air? We got Iron Will also. Wow. We got a lot of gold skills unlocked here. And we got Turbo Sprint. So we'll definitely take that. Do we want to run her as a front runner or a pace setter? Huge lead would be a front running skill, kind of. I think pace chasing is better. Why would we be towards the back as a pace chaser? I don't understand that. And the reason why pace would be better is because front running, you get a you actually lose speed towards the end of the race. So you start off the race at 100% of your speed. So she'd be running at, you know, 1197 or whatever. And then like each leg of the race, she'll slow down by, you know, a couple percentage points. So by the end of the race, she's only running at like 90% of her top speed or something, you know, 90 some odd percent, something like that. So she might only be running at around like 1,000 maybe. But as a pace chaser, you start off at like 90% and then you go up to, I think, 100% by the end of the race. I believe it's something like that. And the end closers has something different too. Like they start off running like 70% of their normal speed or something, and then they like ramp up. You know, there's a table somewhere. There's a spreadsheet somewhere that I've seen before. It's online, and you can look at that if you search for it. But basically, The reason why I think pace chasing would be better on her is just so she could hit her top speed. She might not have enough power to really take advantage of that fully. Like I said, if she had around more like 800 power, then she could get up to top speed, you know, faster. Because there's like a balance between at the last leg of the race. Like if you don't have enough power, they won't actually reach their top speed because they'll still be accelerating or whatever. I don't know exactly how the math of that works out. But, you know, basically you need kind of high power and high, on Sakura Bakushino especially, you want high power, high speed. If you're going to run her as a pace chaser. As a front runner, power doesn't really matter as much. The power only comes into play at the very beginning of the race. Power will shoot her to the front faster, right? And then after that, once she's in the front, like power doesn't do anything really for a front runner. So, okay, let me finish this. I guess we'll get this gold skill. And then we didn't really get any green skills. I do like green skills, but we didn't get any this time. It looks like we can buy maybe one more power. So I think since I'm running her more as a pace chaser, or that's what I'm aiming for, I guess I could fatigue the front runners. I could debuff them. Huge lead doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Maybe shifting gears. Increased passing ability. That might help her as a pace chaser, right? Tactical tweak. This makes no sense. Why would you be in the back? So yeah, I think maybe that one. Shifting gears. Increased passing ability. So we'll get that. Confirm. I think we got an A. I have a feeling we got an A. Possibly. I think I'm right on the edge there. Unfortunately, we didn't get any upgrades in any of these skills or the affinities. An S on turf would have been really good for us. But, you know, whatever. So we'll see what we get here. We got an A. Okay, cool. Not that high of an A, but you know, we're in the A rank. Not a lot of sparks here, only 1-star stamina, so that's kind of a bummer. But we got a ton of white sparks here. Not that we would use her necessarily as a parent because of this 1 star. But, you know, possibly. Okay, cool. So I think what have we learned here, right? I think the deck we used was okay. It was decent. It was good enough, I think. Could it be better though? I think it might be. There could be a better way to grow her, right? So we used 3 speed, which is 1, 2, 3, and then we used 1 or 2 power, right? And we borrowed a super creek. I think maybe we could punt the Super Creek, honestly, and run a Kitasen Black. And instead of, if we run a Kitasen Black, we would have 4 speed and 2 power, right? Which we don't need because we already hit 1200 pretty much with the 3 speed cards we had, right? And so we could punt one of these, probably this one, because it's not, this one's max limit break, this one's max limit break, this one's not. So I would probably punt this one for Kitasen Black, and in its place use another power card, honestly, because when you get rainbows and power, it also trains stamina, right? So you can get the stamina you need. I don't know though, maybe you wouldn't get enough stamina, but I think on this Sakura Bakushino we got too much stamina, honestly. 700 stamina is quite a bit. What was she? Was she 700? I don't even know what she was. Alright. So got some carrots from that, nice. So let's take a look at her again. She was 600 stamina. So in mile races, 600 is good, right? But the thing is, we gave her 2 golden gold recovery skills. So these are worth about 200 stamina points each. So she actually kind of has like 1,000 stamina. You know what I mean? And on a on a sprinter, you don't need 1,000 stamina. So I know you wouldn't get Swinging Maestro, obviously, if you didn't use Super Creek in your deck, right? So you would get rid of this. And this, actually, we kind of got lucky getting this. Breath of Fresh Air, because this drops from, I think, the event with the director where she gives you carrots. And that doesn't happen every career. You know, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But even so, I think there were enough blue recovery skills that were just regular, you know, because there was Moxie, there was maybe not too many, but there were some, right? But, you know, you could probably get away with only having maybe 400 stamina and maybe a couple recovery skills, because then that'll get you kind of towards to 600. Right now I think we have too much. So if you transferred some of these points, that 200 points over to power, we would have 1200 speed, 900 power, right? And like 400 stamina with possibly a couple, like 2 regular recovery skills to push your stamina to around 600. That's good enough for the mile. I guess we should see how she performs in the team races, right? Maybe she'll help us. Maybe she won't. I don't know. We'll see. She should. She's better. So our Haru lost. Yeah, she's not been winning as much lately. She's been losing a lot more. I think it's because the competition's getting stiffer, right? On the other side. What did she lose to here? Who the hell is that? Smart Falcon? Oh yeah. So even as a B-rated horse, this Smart Falcon's kind of all over the place, huh? 650 guts, that's kind of interesting. That's kind of weird, actually. Looks like she used Kitasan Black as her parent, though. She has Professor of Curvature. Yep, there she is. She used Majuro Dober, like 2 guts cards. Like, this is like all over the place. This is really weird. 2 speed, 2 guts, 1 wit, and 1 stamina. Very strange looking horse, but it won, so I don't know. I probably wouldn't build it like that. But we can run a better Haru also, right? Not using the deck we just used, possibly, or maybe a 3 speed, 3 power deck. Right. Okay, we did that. Okay, let's continue on here. We're winning these. Did Majuro McQueen? She came in 4th here. What the hell? Winning Ticket came in 1st? That's really weird. Okay, do this one. We should win that one pretty easily. I don't think I've ever seen this gold chip team lose. Ever. And then this is our new Sakura Bakushino. So she won. So is there a way... I probably should have watched that race instead. Did she come in 1st in a race? She came in 2nd. That's actually kind of interesting also. Huh. Interesting. Let's just race again. And this time I'm gonna actually watch Sakura Bakushino's race. Just to see like how she does. Like how she uses her skills and stuff. Haru loses again. Oh, dang it. I wanted to watch that one. I think I can replay it though, right? Yeah, replay it. There we go. So we know she won. Oh, she's a front runner. She's set as a front runner. I wanted her to be a pace setter. Oh, we should change that. Okay, let's go ahead and change that, and then I'll watch the race. So let's just skip through this. No wonder she's nerfing herself, because we didn't buy her any front running skills. So the way to change that, oops, my bad. The way to change that would be to go to edit team, go here. She's selected, I think. Confirm, and then change her to paste here. Done. Okay. And then hopefully now, she won the last one, but now she'll win more consistently. She's also in a great mood. So she should, that's a guarantee to win. Guaranteed. Okay, let's view. This is the right one, right? Okay. Oh, you know what? That's why King Halo wins sometimes, because she's got a bunch of green skills. I gave her like firm conditions and like all kinds of stuff. I saw like 2 of them pop off just now in the beginning of the thing. I don't even know which one's which, they all look the same. There's a bunch of debuffers on their team, it looks like. I think that's mine, right? That's ours? Is that... That's Sakura Bakushino, right? I don't even... They all look the same to me. Am I racist? King Halo one? What the hell? What the hell? Okay, well... Maybe it's because of her power? You see, this is sort of more along the lines of the stats I wanted for Sakura Bakushino. We used the Kira-san Black, and then we used the Super Creek regular R card for this one. This is before we had Gold Chip, so had we run this exact copy of this deck, and instead of this card here, had Gold Chip in there, we would have gotten pretty much maxed out speed. Very, very similar numbers actually. Probably, I think. We also used a different parent here, it looks like. I think this was a 9-star speed parent though, so it's not that much different from what we have. Interesting. Well, I don't know, man. That's, there you go, you know? You never... You can't predict the B plus horse beats an A sometimes, I don't know, you know? And they're not... King Halo's not even a sprinter. She's like a B in sprint or whatever. So I have no idea, you know. Some of the debuffs and stuff probably, you know, worked different things, and just the race RNG also probably had something to do with it. I don't know, whatever. But either way, I'm satisfied with what we got out of Sakura Bakushino today. I think we could do better though, and mostly by... Oops. What the hell? I wanted this. Okay. Mostly by swapping this card out, Super Creek for Kira-san Black, dropping this one for another power card. Because when you get Rainbows and power trains power and stamina, right? So I think you could get enough stamina just from the power trainings, because you get it more often, power trainings with 3 power cards, to get stamina to a respectable level, I think. Maybe not though. Maybe it nerfs your stamina way too much. I think it'll be okay though, honestly. So I would, you know, I think in an ideal world, I would like to try that. Maybe I'll try it on stream at some point. Maybe we could try it on like a different runner, like a Haru Urara or something. But that's something I would want to try, is 3 speed, 3 power. And then the other thing about Sakura Bakushino's career is we ran 1 race too many that we didn't need. Maybe this Okasho, we didn't really need to run this one, because we had enough fans by the time her ult was supposed to level up. that we had 10,000 more fans than we needed. So we actually could have maybe not run 2 races. So maybe skipped out on Okasho and possibly also out on NHK Mile Cup, possibly, because this was an extra race we ran. I think there was one of these that we ran that we absolutely needed to take. Maybe this mile championship, I think, was an optional one, I believe. No, this is the last race of her career, because we only took G1s. So maybe this Takamatsunomiya Kinen? No, that's a sprint. That looks like this is senior year. So yeah, look at this. This is weird. Junior year and then it goes into classic year. I don't even know. That makes no sense to me. But this is part of her career, right? The Asahi High. Okasho is something we ran. NHK Mile Cup is something we ran. This is part of her career. I think this is part of her career. So this one, Takanatsumi whatever Kinen, might have been the one we ran as an option. And then the rest of these are part of her career. Anything that's G2 and G3 are part of her career. Maybe it's Mile Championship. We might have... No, this is part of her career. So yeah, I think we ran 3 races this time that were not part of her career. It looks like. I'm not sure though. Are these part of her career? So did we just only run 2 races? It seemed like we ran so many more than just 2. Did we run this one too? Asahi High, this one definitely we took, right? So we didn't need this one. So I guess you really only need to run 1, because we didn't get any fans from this. We got 7k from this one, right? And we were 10k over. So I guess you only need 1 race in her career, like a 10k race. You just need 1 big one to get to 60k or whatever to upgrade her ult, which makes more sense. That's a lot easier, just to take 1 extra race in her career. I think that's how it works. All right, well, yeah, that's pretty much it then. That was the bonus stream, getting Sakura Bakushino to an A. Like I said, I don't think it's the best Sakura Bakushino we could have made. I think we probably could have made a better one. Tweaking the support cards a little bit. I'm not gonna do that on stream though, I don't think. Because there's no, I don't know, I just don't want to keep playing her on stream like over and over and over. So maybe, like I said though, we do have to rerun Haru because we didn't get an A on her. So maybe we'll try the different support deck on her. I just need to make a note of it somehow. Maybe I'll just copy the deck that we have over. That makes sense. So let's copy this one and then stick it here maybe. And then we'll call this short Kitasen Black instead of Super Creek, right? And then we said we were going to drop this card, right? For a power card. Do we even have any power cards? I don't know that we do. We have the Smart Falcon. We've got this thing, winning tickets power card. I think this one's decent, but it was kind of low level. I think once we upgraded it a little bit more, it was a lot better because it does have training effectiveness on it. And the specialty priority is kind of low, which means it'll roam more. Friendship bonus is only 15% though. And it doesn't have mood effect on this one. So you're only getting a flat 5% when she roams. That's why I was like, eh. And then this thing, it could be good, but it's kind of low level, this one also. Oops. What the hell? Is it already maxed out? It is. So this thing is 16%. It has a mood effect on it. You do get 1 power every time you train with her. You have initial power bonus also. And her specialty priority is low enough that she'll roam a little bit more. But no training effectiveness on her. But this isn't bad. I wish it was higher level. What else do we got here? Do we have anything else? These are 0 limit break. 0 limit break. These are all 0 limit break. This one's a little bit, this one's up to level 35. Nishino Flower. Is this one any good? This one has 18% friendship bonus. It's got 35% mood effect. It does give initial power. No training effectiveness. What is lifting your spirits? Mood effect and race bonus? Okay. So yeah, it's alright, you know? But not the best either. So yeah, I don't know that we have another power card good enough to run. We do have this one also. I guess this is the last one we can check. Yaeno Muteki. I think people are using this one right now for Cancer Cup because it gives I think it gives groundwork or something. Like it gives a really good skill. Friendship bonus is only 15%. It does have training effectiveness on it, 5%, and then mood effect is 30%. But yeah, that's kind of it. It does have training effectiveness and specialty priority on its unique perk thing. So this could be a good card to use, definitely. In the skills, it was giving tail held high. That's the one it was. Homestretch haste, I like this skill as well. Up tempo doesn't apply to a sprinter. I think ramp up would be okay. And then prepare the pass. This would be good on a pace chaser. So this card might be good for actually Sakura Bakushino actually to use this. So I think I'll level this up, right? It's not the best as far as friendship bonus and the training effectiveness goes. But I think it's the best we have right now out of everything else. Because everything else kind of, we don't really have too much else. So if we were to replace that card with the Muteki thingy, this guy. So this is what it would look like with the Kitasan Black here as the guest. So 3 speed, 3 power, we would get 1200 speed is the goal, which I think is pretty easy because we got it without Kitasan Black, and Kitasan Black's even better in the speed training, right? Because she shows up there so often. You'll get more rainbows in speed with her in your support deck. So you should be able to get to 1200 speed easily with Kitasan Black in the deck. And then power, we're shooting for around 900 or 800, 900. I think with the triple stack here, with 900 would be a good, even almost 1,000 might be, you know, doable, honestly. With 2, you're kind of cutting, you know, your chances of getting to over 1,000 like a lot. I would say the most you could get with 2 is around 800 on a really good run. But with 3 cards, you could definitely get over 1,000 easily. And then stamina, you'd be shooting for probably around 400, I want to say, and hoping that you get some recovery skills. So hopefully these have, yeah, I mean, she has some. Narita Taishin. Lay low is not that useful. That's not useful at all. Maybe this one, calm in a crowd. You would hope that that drops for you. Let's see if Hishi Amazon, stamina is spare. Yeah, that one would be useful. Maybe getting Pace Chaser Savvy would also be great. That didn't drop for us that often either. And then stamina to spare again, so there's that one also. So you got 2 recovery skills possibly that you could get from the cards so far. Standing by probably doesn't apply because it's this end closer skill. End closer, yeah, not so much here. Oops, shit. And then Muteki, I didn't see any recovery skills. So you could only really get 2 recovery skills to drop from the support cards. So then maybe the other way to get recovery skills would be through the parents, the legacy Umas. So if you pick parents that had recovery skills as white sparks in them, then they're more likely to drop that way. But I don't know, that'd be really hard to find, right? You'd have to spend some time searching for that. I don't have the patience to do that. So this might be kind of risky, like 400 stamina and you might not get any recovery skills. Then that's kind of not the greatest. Without any stamina skills, recovery skills, I would say you would need at least like 500 stamina to even be competitive in the mile at least. In sprints, it doesn't matter as much. But 500 would be minimum, bare minimum. And then like 550-ish should be better. I think you could probably get to 400 with 3 power cards though. And then Guts and Wit are kind of the same thing. You know what I mean? You're going to train them whenever you can. So we'll save that one that we can try at some point. And so yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I don't think this thing resets, the transfer request thing. It's a one and done sort of deal. I don't know why they give you 7 days to do that. Maybe some people, they don't have extra horses to just throw away. But I think I achieved my goal today. I wanted to get an A on Sakura Bakushino, and we did that. Like I said, not the most ideal run, but this is decent. I mean, I wouldn't bet on money on her to win. But she'll win me some races. I think she'll win maybe a little over half the time, probably. Except the time she loses to King Halo, right? For whatever reason. Why is she losing to King Halo? I don't understand. Why? Why are you losing to King? Where the hell is she? Where is King Halo? I can't even find her. She's in the sea of Majiro McQueens here. Oh, there she is. We only ran her once. And it was a good run. This is really good. And for whatever reason, she's losing to her. Even though, oh, she's an A in sprint. Okay, so she can sprint. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Green skills, maybe. She's got a ton of green skills here. She's got the Professor of Curvature. She's got 2 recovery skills. So this is what I'm talking about. So her stamina is 500, which is, you know, in a decent range. But she's got the 2 recoveries, right? And that's all you need. That's pretty much overkill at that point. You only need like 1 or 2 skills and about 400 stamina, and you're gonna win. That's why she won, right? She beat out my A horse. So this one is actually a pretty good run. We didn't get her ult all the way up to level 4, but she got the homestretch haste. She's got the 3 green skills, which is good. And then whatever the hell this thing is, yeah, whatever, you know, that's a decent skill. So she's very useful kit here that she got as a B+. But hopefully we're going to rerun her also at some point. And we definitely need to run her a little differently, because I think her career, she doesn't just run sprints and miles, right? She runs like medium length and all kinds of stuff. So you need a little bit more stamina on her. Actually, Sakura Bakushino's build today, the stats that we got on Sakura Bakushino on King Halo, right, would be perfect. So we might use that deck for King Halo, because of the variety of different races that King Halo runs. It would make sense to have 600 stamina and 700 power, or whatever it was, 1200 speed, 600 and 700, right? That would be perfect on King Halo. But Sakura Bakushino, you know, she doesn't need as much. So I think eventually we will rerun her, and you know, we can probably test that deck. Let's see what Daiwa Scarlet is here before I sign off. So Daiwa Scarlet is still planned to be run on Monday. We're going to unlock her potential as well. but she is mild and medium. And a little bit of long, sort of. I think maybe the deck we used today might work on her. Maybe that's not enough stamina though, huh? I think Daiwa, we want to kind of look at, I mean, the more stats the better, but what have we been using here? We've been using, this is the long deck, right? So this is kind of what I was planning on using for Daiwa. Does she, what's her face grows in guts though, right? What's her growth rate here? She's at 20% in guts and 10% in speed. So we won't need to train guts at all then, pretty much, during her career. That's something to keep note of. We need to train wit. We need to train wit, speed, and power, stamina / stamina. So maybe we don't need this one so much. I would rather run maybe the deck we ran today on Daiwa Scarlet. So it'd be 3 speed, 2 stamina, I mean 2 power, 1 stamina card. So maybe this isn't a short build, this is more of a medium length build. Right, and then our short Kira-san Black is the actual short build. Where did it go? It should be deck 3. This one. So this is actually the sprinters deck. This is the long deck, and then this would be a medium deck. It looks like that's how it's going to work out. So that's good. Now we've identified 3 distinct decks types, right, for 3 types of runners. You know, we have our long distance, we dial it in because we run so many long distance horses by now. We know exactly what we need to do, which is this, right? And then our very short, we haven't tested it yet, but I think we have a good idea of what we need to do, which is this one, right? The 3 speed, 3 power. Possibly. And then this is what we ran on Sakura Bakushino, which would translate better to a medium style horse, like a King Halo or a Daiwa Scarlet kind of horse, right? We just need to train stamina a little bit more. Oh, this is the wrong one I'm looking. Oh yeah, this is it, right? Yeah, with Super Creek. So we'll run this deck on Monday with Daiwa Scarlet and just train stamina a little bit more. I think on Daiwa, the ideal numbers on her would be like 1200, 800, 800. I don't know that that's possible. 1200, 800, 800 is asking a lot. You would need really good cards to get there. So I'm looking more at 1200, 600, 800. Right, and then giving her maybe 2 golden recovery skills or something like that. And then she'll be a very, very strong horse then. So, and today was kind of a good example of how you can get there. We did kind of screw up a little bit, so if we had a better run, I think it is possible. On a very, very clean and very lucky run, 1200, 800, 800 with this deck could be possible. With no fuck ups, you know, no failures, no no shenanigans, basically. So yeah, I guess playing safe does pay off. Because I played safer this career or the last career, and we did better than a very risky career. So there you go. There you have it. Hope you learned something from me messing up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.